Yo, this is WSoul13 bringing you Raid Shadow Legends, and today we're going to be talking about Vizier Guaranteed. If you're an F2P low spender player, is it possible and is it worth it? My answer is yes, it is possible, and if it's worth it for you, you should go for it. Yeah? So, how can I say that, oh, F2P low spender, how would it be possible to get 111 ancient shards for a Vizier if you really wanted Vizier? My answer really is that if you play the way I play, which is diamond handing shards and only using them during fusion events, right? So let's say we have 2x ancients this weekend, most likely not going to pull, right? That's just it. You just skip the 2x's and then you just pull whenever there's a fusion event. You are going to generate enough shards to get to one of these guaranteed legendary events. And to tell you guys the truth, you can look at my channel to see how I pulled Lady Kimmy through this same thing. So Lady Kimmy was offered up, I think, in September. So it's about roughly 7 weeks ago, like a month ago. Like 2 months ago, I mean. And they offered Lady Kimmy up for 150 ancient shards. So this is a discount from there. And from there to here, I already have 98. You know? For you, it'll be more or less. It depends on RNG, obviously, from like chess and how diligent you were keeping up with clan boss chess, right? Me personally, even though I can do a 2 key on Ultra Nightmare, 1 key on Nightmare, 1 key on Brutal, I honestly don't even keep up with that every single day. Even my Ultra Nightmare chess, I don't really keep up with it every single day, you know? But I still got the 98. So that's very, very possible for you to get to 111. And for me to get the other, whatever, 13 shards, oh, there'll be still 13 shards to go. Is it serendipity? No, I already have Vizier. So, like, in order for me to get those extra ancient shards, I just open up a ancient shard pack from the gem shop and use 900 gems and get my 11 ancients and, I don't know, try to farm up the other 2 ancient shards or whatever. Get Vizier. That's it. Get Vizier, go to zero out my ancients. How can you zero out on ancients though? So you're looking at me, you're probably thinking, bro, I can't zero out on my ancients because I want to play infusion events. The answer to that is obviously first mystery shards, right? So you gotta keep your mystery shard count up. I just spent 400 on the last fusion event, on this fusion event actually for Vlad to get my last 5 fragments from Summon Rush, right? I spent 400 points there. But really, what you're looking at is Void Shards and Sacred Shards, right? So these are the 2 real kind of like currency for fusion events. If you have these 2 available, you're going to be able to get through fusion events, even if you don't have Ancient Shards. Now, there is going to be a situation where it's going to suck because it's going to be a champ chase tournament and it's going to be 2x ancients. The best time to pull ancients is not just 2x ancients, but 2x ancients on a champ chase for a fusion. That is like textbook the best time to pull ancient shards just to get your points for that champ chase or whatever. And to me, one of the main reasons why you could diamond hand harder on your ancient shards is because of this. Fragment summons. Look at this, 250 points for Dark Kale, right? It's free points. And then I get 650, I think, for a Void Legendary, right? Something like that, 650. And I have one for Vlad, you know? Oh, where'd my boy Vlad go? Right there, right? I'm not going to be pulling him because I'm not going to be using him. So once I'm done with a fragment, it feeds into my next fusion event, right? And then, of course, I've been keeping up with Cleopatrix, so that's just a daily login thing. And then Yannicka, eventually you're going to pull Yannicka if you just participate in the clan events, right? all these points allow you to diamond hand your ancients. For what exactly? Well, one of the reasons you would do that is to get a Vizier. So how good is Vizier, and would you actually do this if you needed him, right? In my opinion, if you don't have an unkillable clan boss team, Vizier is almost a must pull. That's it. If you don't have unkillable clan boss, Vizier is almost a must pull. Almost. I'm saying that because Brognimancer, in my opinion, is the next best accessible, not an unkillable clan boss comp. A lot of people weren't able to get Brogni, unfortunately, and a lot of people did have enough ancient shards to get Geomancer for 40 ancient shards. Imagine that. They offered up Geomancer for 40 ancient shards. My God, what a steal. Yeah, if you're one of those people that wasn't able to get Geomancer, wasn't able to get Brogni, I would go for Vizier. I would definitely go for Vizier, right? You don't have Demetha, right? So Demetha will be the other one, the new unkillable comp. So Demetha allows people to actually ignore this event. So if you got Demetha from like a couple of months ago, you can purely ignore Vizier. Yeah, easy. Well, I'm just telling you that having resources available for something like this, like 100 to 150 ancient shards available for something like this, something like Lady Kimmy, which for me got me through hard Doom Tower, that could be worth it for a lot of people. For me, it was worth it, right? This really is the only reason you would ever go for a Vizier. The A1 that can buff up to a 50% chance of increasing duration of all debuffs, right? Now they do random debuffs. Vizier just says, just all. I want to do all. Great, right? And it's every hit. And you have 3 hits. So almost every time he does an A1, he'll extend a debuff once or twice. And you partner this up with counterattack, and you can turn off the A2 and A3 in unkillable comps, right? Maybe keep the A2 on for like regular comps, but the problem really is you don't want heal reduction on the clan boss, right? If you're using a Vizier, so maybe you do turn it off, right? A lot of people, when they play Vizier, they just manual through until the debuff bar is full. I mean, they just manual through until the debuff bar is full with the debuffs that they want, and they hit auto. That's usually how they play Vizier, right? Yeah, is it worth it? I actually ended up pulling a Vizier actually on my last summon session, I think, right? Where's my boy Vizier at? I just got him. Freshly minted Vizier. Oh yeah, I got him from a sacred shard. There we go. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hello, Vizier. There we go. So I got him from the 10x event. Honestly, it was lucky pull. And I just pulled 2 sacreds that time. You know, the game is RNG, guys. So how do you diamond hand in general? All right, like people are probably wondering, how do you hold all these shards, man? How are you not tempted to pull? The reason why I'm not tempted to pull, even before, was because I got progression in the game with some very accessible champs. So let's crawl through memory lane real quick and just show you a litany of accessible champs that can get you through the game without having to pull shards or as much shards. Armiger, obviously, right? Uncommon, F2P God. Everybody loves Armiger. Decreased turn meter. Mine is not really built for decreased turn meter. He's a special Armiger I used to duo Frostbiter with Apothecary. Yeah, it's pretty sick. You should check that video out. It's on my channel. Yeah, this Armiger would be closer to what I would normally do, like with an Armiger. So yeah, 100% crit rate, lots of accuracy. That's basically what you want, right? And then Zephyr Sniper, I used her as my Spiderling tank to get through Spiders 20 to get my Arbiter. Before, when I did the no Legendary, no Cold Heart, no Masqueraded Monster, no meta stuff to get through Arbiter 20. To get through Arbiter missions. Of course, you got Apothecary, right? Everybody's F2P god, but really the foundation of my content is what's called the F2P Trinity, which is going to be Haikatoon. Well, it's going to be your starter, which is Kale. Kale's the best starter. It could be anybody. Honestly, it doesn't really matter because the starter is really more a campaign farmer than a boss killer, right? Then you got War Maiden, who's an AoE decreased defense champ. And then finally, at 30 days, you get Haikatoon or Apothecary now. I guess you can get a guaranteed Apothecary now. These three champs can get you through practically anything. Normal Doom Tower, Dragon 16 to 20. And you just supplement but right there and with whatever pulls you get. So this allows you to diamond hand these shards, right? You don't need to pull all your sacreds. You don't need to pull all your ancients. Like, okay, so a lot of people say, but where's the fun in the game there? Well, the fun in the game is subjective, but one of the really fun parts about the game for me is optimization, right? So it's an RPG. You get gear and then you level up the gear and you make the gear good, you make your champs good. That's the RPG trope, you know? And that is fun for a lot of people. It's fun for me. It's fun for me to optimize champs, get them to do whatever it is they're supposed to do. Watch them go, right? And honestly, if you have income, it's easier to diamond hand anything. That goes for real life, that goes for raid. So one of the only sources of income we have in raid is this, the gem mine. And, you know, you hear content creators talking like, oh, if you're only going to play raid for 100 days, don't even bother with the gem mine. Just crack some ancient shards, call it a day. You know what? No. No. Max out your gem mine ASAP. ASAP. Right? This should be like the first or the second thing you do. The first thing is probably masteries for your starter. That makes sense to me. 800 gems for that. But this should be near the top, like top 1, top 2 that you do. Is just max out your gem mine. That's it. This allows you to get a lot of gems just playing the game. And gems could transform into ancient shards like we have right now. So let's say you have 11,000 gems. That's it. You can pull Vizier. Right? And 11,000 gems isn't even that hard to get. Actually, the correct number is, what? Times 10? So that would be 9,000 gems is the correct number, right? So if you look at the gem shop right here, see it's the big shard pack. It's 900 gems for 11 ancient shards. Typically not a good use of your gems, honestly. In my humble opinion, horrible use of your gems is to get the ancient pack. But some people say it's good. For me, it's a horrible use of your pack. So if I were you, I would just diamond hand for these guaranteed events, guaranteed champ events, because they give really, really good ones. Like Vizier would have been an amazing one to give away a year ago, you know. But right now, there's just so many more options for Clan Boss, obviously. So your chances of Vizier being your only out for Clan Boss is really, really low right now, you know. But yes, if you do need him and you have the ancients and you followed the advice here, then yeah, great, go for it. Congratulations. For most people, that would be no, and that's fine. Just we'll see this weekend what they offer up for 2x. Most likely, it's not worth it to pull this weekend, even if it's 2x, and then see what the next fusion is. That's how you play this game. You play this game through the events, and you get progression without relying on a specific champ pull, right? See y'all next time.